this is another, I'm taking another crack at complaining about like what making videos did to our, how it ruined us. And I mean anybody who makes them. I mean, we know that the news lies to us because, do you ever see the video where it says all news is the same news? And they'll put little windows side by side of all the newscasters across the country reporting on the same story with the same words in the same meter, rhythm, and tone, and it's across all 50 states in America. And then they show you that this isn't just in America, it's in Canada, it's in the UK, and it's all over the world. That the news is bought and sold and they lie to us. So we make videos and we talk to each other about it. And then there's all the stuff that they call brain rot content, which there is so much of. And now we have AI making brain rot content. And anything that AI makes is brain rot. Like if it's just generated by AI, it's complete and utter trash. And you know, it's too much. And it makes me think of the reference I always go to is Alex in Clockwork Orange, which is Malcolm McDowell, and they're brainwashing him and they're holding his eyes open. He's like, ah, ah, and he can't not watch. Well, people are doing that to themselves. The example I used in another video was I had watched 3 15-minute Cringe compilations, and I wasted 45 minutes of going, like downloading garbage into my brains and just hating the world and the people that made every single video. Like it was a Cringe compilation, so it's all bad. And feeling like embarrassed for people, but angry at them, and, you know, worried for mankind in general. Because a lot of people make similar content. And I don't know where they're getting all the fodder for it from. Like somebody has a weird idea and then a lot of people imitate it, I guess is one way. But, you know, like there's like tropes of making, we'll call them little mini short phone vids, shorts. And it's like anime stuff, cosplay stuff, voiceover stuff, thirst traps. There's a lot of miming to things. There's a lot of lip syncing to stuff where they take a clip from somewhere and then they talk over it out of context or to reveal something about. A lot of it's sexual. A lot of stuff is like sexualized content, and it's weird. Like weird people talking in baby anime voices trying to say sexual things, and people humiliating themselves of all ages. And all I can think is I wish I'd never ever shown my face in not one single video, so I could be one of those people that criticizes everybody else by using like a little avatar limited animation you know, like proto VTuber, like before they had VTubers, where it scans your face and you just and whatever, where it's just like a little, you know what I mean? Like it's just that limited animation or puppet or something. Hey everybody, I'm an asshole. What's a hand? And instead, it's easier. It's just lazy. I just sit down in front of a camera and with no shame and just say the most awfulest stuff and say disgusting things, where I talk about my sex life and sexual exploits, like you want to hear about where I come or whatever. It's disgusting. And the idea that I would think that anyone would ever, oh, you know what, the world needs to hear what I think about anything. I can't, I'm way out of touch. Like whatever the hell people are doing, I just don't even know, like trends. I know what the trend is if when I turn the computer on, because it's not on my phone. Like my phone doesn't tell me anything. It tells me if I got a call from somebody. Everything is blocked. I never knew what my phone, I don't even know what it does. You know, all the things, like apps that should probably be removed. I have no idea. My answering machine on my phone is just like a robot. It's not even a human voice. It just says leave a message and then it makes a noise. My screensaver is the same one as when I bought my phone. It's just whatever it came with. And you're going to have to leave a message because mostly I'm not with my phone and it's not turned on, and everybody that knows me knows that I'm the asshole that if you leave a message I'll call you back, or if you tell me you're going to call, I will give you a window of time to have my phone on, that I'll have it around me, and then I'll give you a little extra after the allotted time. Oh, he said he was going to call between 6 and 9. I'll leave it on till 10 and then I'm shutting it off. Or I might, like, oh, somebody's going to call me, they didn't call me back. Okay, hey, I waited. You said between this time, so I'm texting. You didn't call me back. I'm shutting my phone off. It's your last chance to call. And then I hang up my phone, and then they call right then. So I'm not a slave to my phone, and I don't make any videos on it. I mean, maybe I've made a total of 5 videos using my phone since like 2015. Or ever in my life. I've barely made phone. I've made phone videos as evidence for things. That's about it. Incriminating evidence against others. That's how I've used my phone camera. That's it. Sometimes I get family photos sent, and then I take them off my phone and I put them on my computer. So when I see family photos, if they're not actually from a photo album, which I have but I don't look at, they're files on a computer. I never go to my phone and look at pictures of family. Why am I telling you these things about myself? Because I hate all this shit. It's such a waste of time. The idea that anybody would play a video game is the stupidest thing to me. And yet when I see a video where they talk about how somebody paid for a video game but they actually don't get to own the video game, and Nintendo can take the game away from them if they don't like your attitude. I hate that. Like, people, if you buy a game, you should have the game. And yet I'm like, really, my opinion should be, great, don't play games. What the hell's wrong with you? If you buy the game and you don't get to keep it, quit playing games. Or, just stack up on a bunch of old consoles and play old games. If you like the game that you played, then just play that one again. Why do you always have to have a new game? Well, the new version is more immersive, and who gives a shit? Why do you want to spend all your time online? Isn't that the problem people are having? Everybody's they play games, and then when they're not playing games, they make a video about how lonely they are, or about how they don't know how to treat people. So then they're like having a confession, not to God because of shame, but to the whole world. She's a horrible slut, and she cheated, and blah blah blah, and the whole thing's a commercial for the next guy. That's the one that gets me the most, is how people will say, like, there's no shame. Like, they'll say the most awful shit. Why would you tell anybody you did that? Like, where's your shame? I've said things that I should be ashamed for saying, and I am. That's why I cut them out, and you never see them. Or if they are in a video, I'm like, I got to take that one down and recut it, or I got to edit it on YouTube or whatever, and I cut the part about where I talk about how I got blowed or whatever. Because why do you want to hear that? Unless it's funny, maybe. But I don't like it when people say that shit to me. Why do you want to hear me boast about sexual exploits? You don't. That's the answer. You only would if I was like a hot chick, and then you would call me a slut or whatever. We're doing it to ourselves, and kids don't stand a chance. Like, you understand why kids do stupid shit. They're kids, they don't know any better. But I see people of all ages. There's seniors, from children to senior citizens. The whole gamut of people is doing shit they shouldn't be doing, and the only reason they're doing it is because it's so easy to do. Like, everybody has a phone, or you can just take somebody else's phone and make a video, and because you want people to like you, and you humiliate yourself on purpose. And everybody says narcissism. But one of the other things I hear all the time, or at least see in thumbnails, is the loneliness epidemic stuff. And I'm like, yes, people are narcissistic, but they're lonely. Like, people want attention, so this is how they get it. like the stuff that I say in my videos where I just go on for a long time, I don't have, well, I used to, but I don't pretty anymore. I don't have conversations like that with people. People that I did have long, deep conversations with, I don't see them so much, and a lot of those people are out of my life. So I'm having them with you. I'm talking to myself into a camera, and then you're watching, and then maybe you leave a comment, and I'm such an asshole that I don't even like comment on your comment. I should by all means comment on every single comment I get, unless it's stupid enough where, like the one kid, he always says, first comment, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like I recognize that guy because he's the kid that, I think he got a haircut, and he always is the one that leaves the first comment if he sees the video. I don't even know if that guy watches my videos. He just says first comment or whatever. That's funny to me. But you know, not a lot of people see my videos. I get 4 different view counts depending on what way you look up, you know what I mean? Depending on how you see my videos, the numbers aren't the same for how many views each video has. It doesn't add up. And then my analytics congratulate me for how good I'm doing, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't think I have a single video that has like 3 digits of views. And it doesn't matter because I have a free YouTube channel where I don't charge anything. I'm not selling any, I'm just selling myself. I'm my own shame and humiliation. And tell you about God and stuff where people probably think I'm nuts because I talk about how I did exorcisms, and I don't even want to do them. And but I can't, like, you can't, how could I not believe in Jesus? I did exorcisms. I used his name to make it happen. Who the hell am I? I'm nothing. Do you know how nuts it is that I told you I did exorcism? I tried to refute it myself. I'm like, well, obviously I'm nuts. I didn't really do that. But then when I think about what happened, I'm like, no, like all that shit's real. Like people are possessed now more than ever. And the proof of that is TikToks they make, because only someone who's clearly demonically possessed would do any of the stupid shit that they do. I don't know why, but it seems to me like a lot of demons like to talk in a baby voice and humiliate grown-ups or young 20-something people. And they do this, they're possessed. They do this stupid shit. Or they look at you and they pretend like they're in love. They wink at you and all this shit. It's crazy. Like, why would you do that? It's hateable. Don't you want to punch them in the face? But then if you know the person that made those videos, you're like, yeah, but I know them. I don't know what happens when they turn the phone on, but it's something. They get possessed. But if you know that person in real life, they're probably acceptable. Whatever happens when they turn the stupid phone on and there's a camera in there that makes them do this stupid shit, that's not who they are when the phone is off. You know, not everybody's doing bits in life. I've seen people doing bits in life. And I'll call it like Big Bang Theory types. It's like nerds that are not good at talking to people, so they try and chat people up at the register. It's like a self-confidence thing. I've seen it several times where they're trying to build self-confidence by talking to people, but they're not good at it. So you got to be patient with them. It's like, okay, this guy tries to chat people up and he's a nerd and he doesn't, and he's kind of weird and he doesn't know how to talk to people, but he's trying, which is appreciative. So he's trying to do quips. And I can see people being annoyed by it and they're rude to him. But it's more, again, this is more than one person. I've seen this several times over, let's just say, since lockdowns, where people try to communicate and they come across like, to me, it's like they're like LARPing as Big Bang Theory, where they try to do like sitcom quips and try to say stuff like that, but it's in real life, so it doesn't work. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's the most where I see like the phone, TV stuff affect people in real life. Like when I go out into the world, which is just for like to go to stores basically, I don't see people making phone videos. I see people on their phone all the time, but I don't see anybody, you know, like blocking public traffic to say, wait, I just want to do some stupid shit on my phone. And you know, I don't see anything like that. But I know that it's happening and all over the world. It's weird. And like, I don't even know why the hell I'm doing this. Like, I got to figure out a way to not be in videos anymore so I can still make them. This should be my shame, is what I'm saying. Doing this should be my shame, if only because I've never even tried to monetize it. Like, by all means, I should be selling you some kind of stupid fucking t-shirt, but I hate them. I don't wear t-shirts that have shit on them. I have like 3 t-shirts that have stuff printed on them, and I don't wear them because they have stuff printed on them. I don't know. People never got sick of t-shirts. I thought people would get sick of them. I used to do screen printing. I did it even in the old days when you had to cut ruby and amber litho, and you had to do it by hand. And then there was a process with emulsion where you would burn screens. You just probably burn screens through a printer anymore. That's probably how it's done. I thought the t-shirt thing would go away. It never went away. Everybody is selling you a stupid t-shirt. Even podcasts that have like nobody watches this, so I get me not selling a t-shirt. But other people say, here's my t-shirt, and they'll show you the t-shirt they're trying to sell. Why? Like, how many, don't you have enough t-shirts? Look at my cool new t-shirt. Nobody gives a shit. Everybody has shirts with crazy shit on them. None of it's cool anymore. I don't even notice it anymore. Like, of course I notice things like, oh, that's a reference to this thing I've seen, that's a cult classic movie or whatever. It's whatever. Nothing matters. It's all shit. Anyway, just like this video. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. I'm gonna end this. It sucks, right? Like, everything is dumb. And even the people who make the videos that I watch, I would never want to hang out with any of the channels that I like, that I watch. I would never want to hang out with any of those people. And the people that I hang out with in life, as far as I know, none of them make content. Just me. I'm like, but they probably make stuff and they don't tell anybody. Or I don't know that they have like a TikTok or whatever. But I'm old. But I know people of different ages. I talk about this. Like, I don't know, and I probably don't want to know what their videos are because they're probably cringe. Maybe I'll see somebody I know in a cringe compilation, or probably I don't even think I'll be in one. Like, my videos, like, they're just, I don't know who the hell they're for. You watch them, bless you. That's, hey, you're getting a blessing. God has to do it. I don't know if you know how blessings work. God bless them. Yeah, shit, I don't know. I just wanted to complain about how I'm above it all, and yet I'm in it and of it, and I'm not special. So the same things that catch everybody else up, apparently are catching me up too, except that I don't make phone videos, even though I could, and I'd probably be able to edit them so quick and put all kinds of funny little things, and instead I just sit down, and I think it's probably the way I should keep going, because it's the easiest thing to do, like a late night talk show. Maybe I should just get a desk and I should just sit down with those stupid Goodwill blazer or whatever and humiliate myself and complain about the state of the world, where it's all panel, where it's all monologues and no panel, rather, because there's no guests. Maybe I should get guests in here, but I don't want anybody in my real life to be humiliated by me talking to them. I'll save that for real life. And there's people I love, but I don't know if I really want, how in depth I really want to talk to anybody that I actually know. They kind of, I'm not so much fun either, really. I don't know what the hell this is. I just wanted to be honest about it, and well, whatever it is, it's honest. And I never thought I was a cool guy, just some kind of asshole, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna complain like everybody else. But it's stupid. Like, why the hell should I should have never shown my face on videos, I guess, is what I'm saying. I like editing. If I like it, lots of other people like it. Again, I'm not special, so anything that I like to do, other people, guess what? People like to edit and cut things together. They do. It's just like probably a very common thing. The idea that people make money making videos but then they pay somebody else to edit is stupid to me. Like, I feel like the fun of making videos is editing, and I don't even do it. Like, I don't have anything to edit. I'm gonna cut out when I say and like in my videos. No. Maybe it's my betterhelp.com, my therapy for the world, is I watch videos and it stresses me out to see the way that the world has become and how people are deranged. So then I complain about it, and that's my therapy. And then you watch it, and if 12 people see it, I'm like, well, at least there's 12 people out there that saw it, whatever the hell that means. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna go now. Go out into the world before they just tell you to stay home and everything comes in a box in the mail, if it even gets to you. Make connections with real people. I don't even connect to people through the internet, you know what I mean? Like, I make videos and I shoot them out, but I'm not on anything to make friends digitally or whatever. I respond to comments sometimes. I don't even know what you guys look like. Maybe I should. I don't know. The internet freaks me out, and it never went away. I definitely have more money if I had applied myself to my skill set by doing more stuff online, but I remember years ago in the early 2000s thinking, I don't want to sit in front of a computer all day to work. Now, that's like a coveted job that you could stay home and fuck off and still get work and get paid to stay home and watch other people's videos while you type shit in. It's like the most common thing that young people want to do, right? They want to influence other people. To do what? I don't know. Watch my funny TikToks where I pretend to be an anime guy and it's a teenage girl. Whatever. Yes, it's colorblind, and it transcends race, creed, color, religion, or age. Everybody's humiliating themselves because they have a camera, and we're all narcissists, and everybody is starved of love and attention. Even if they're getting it and have spouses, they'll make videos humiliating themselves, or they'll make videos of how they're being humiliated, catching someone that they love cheat on them. I don't know. It's definitely, the internet is evil. Like, what destroyed society? This is another one of those videos where, in summation, what ruined the world? The internet. But it's also where we inform each other about how, I don't know. I'm done. This has to be finished. Shit. I don't know. I'm just gonna go. The end.
I have to go for chapstick, and she just pulls me to kiss me. I would simply just... You are my crush! You make me blush! And you're making my cheeks red! Now it's time to make your cheeks red! It's my specialty! I call it the bedroom rodeo! Yeehaw! Send this to your baby mama. If I were eggs, would you scramble me up and serve me with a side of bacon? Goddamn. Or would you put me in a glass and slurp me down raw? Ka-chow! Breakfast time out this thing. Hey, where breakfast at, boo? I did not deserve that.
I've seen too many videos. I clip grabbed 3 15 or so minute cringe compilation videos, and that's 45 minutes of my life. And I watch these videos that I don't even know how they're made. I mean, I know that they're made on their phone, but there's so much weird stuff that people are doing. I don't know why they do it. It's a cringe compilation, so everything's bad. There's repeat offenders. There's some UK 20-something girl, and she talks like a baby, and she humiliates herself over and over again, and it's hateable. There's a gay Puerto Rican guy whose compilations it is that I've clip grabbed, and he always manages to put the same 3 clips of him, you know, fruiting it up. Because it's his compilation. So I get that he wants to put himself in there. And there'll be somebody that puts a filter on their face, and then they go meow, meow, meow. But it's like done to a dance beat. Where are they getting all this stuff? There's teenagers that are probably LGBTQ and are pretending to be anime boys, and it's like whole gaggles of them. They'll team up to make a video in a playground or whatever, and they'll have wigs on and stuff, and it sucks. Old people, like even older than me, they'll pantomime to some song, whether it's a new song that has, like, I have no idea what's going on. I'm completely out of touch with the world. And I watch, 45 minutes of my life. It's like Alex in Clockwork Orange, where he's like, and they're holding his eyes open. They're making him watch this stuff. But I put myself up to it. And if something's particularly offensive, one, I'm kind of not watching. But if I see something, I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm going to hate this bitch. And then I'll look and I'll see it, and it's just awful. Oh, it's another kitty cat boy, or the same one. And I'm like, what the hell is this stuff? Why am I watching it? This is what they call brain rot. But, I make YouTube videos, and I've been doing it since 2015. And I probably, admittedly, should not be in them. My most recent thought, because of the stuff that I see, well, one, let me stay focused. I don't know where they're getting all this, the bits and pieces for their videos from. Are they making up the songs? Like, there's all this stuff where somebody does a voiceover. And it could be anybody. Young, old. Nobody should be doing the things that I'm seeing. They're called cringe compilations because they suck. And then every now and then somebody does something in a cringe compilation, and I'm like, oh, well, that's not so bad. But there's always this one caveat. Why did you do that? The only motive I can think of that I would find acceptable is money. Are you monetizing everything? Like when they did the NPC thing and people were they're making money. All right, there was like a couple of people. Like there's that one black chick, and she was doing, oh, yum yum, wow, and then she's probably lost her mind, but she probably made money for a little bit, for like 3 months or something, where she's just raking in thousands of dollars, going, ice cream, wow. And then there was other chicks, she probably went back to blowing people. I know you know who I mean. And okay, if you make money, it makes sense to me. If you sell a t-shirt, everybody's selling t-shirts. There's so much content. When I go to YouTube, I'm an old person, okay? I have like a sheet of notebook, physical paper, all right? It's not a list on my phone, of channels. It's not even a queue, because YouTube doesn't know what I like. So I have a physical piece of paper, and I refer to that. Oh, mother, where's my, and I look at the piece of paper, and I find my channels that I know about, so I remember them. But every now and then I find something new, and I'll find like a cool new channel. Like there's a channel I like called Legacy Media Validation, and I like that guy's videos. He has an AI generated avatar of Yul Brynner as the Pharaoh, and it's funny as shit. I watched the whole guy's channel on like a weekend. It was like 15 videos because he just started, and I liked every one of this guy's videos. And I don't even care about Dune. Like, he reviewed Dune and stuff. I just thought it was funny. And it's just something about his rhythm, meter, and tone. There's so much stuff. Everybody has been put into their own little matrix, bubble world. And, they said the threat is that they're going to, in the future, you'll own nothing and love it. But what you can see happening in the world is that they're shutting everything down and taking everything away. You want to go out for breakfast with your friends, it's going to cost $30 to go out for breakfast. Going out for breakfast was something you could do on the cheap because food for breakfast was cheap. It's toast, and eggs and hash browns, and then maybe like a couple pieces of bacon or something, or a slice of ham or whatever. And it was cheap. It's not cheap anymore. The diners are closing down, so you have chain franchise restaurants to have a $30 shitty breakfast at Denny's. That's if you go somewhere. Everybody's getting food in a box in the mail. I should have had one of my props. I did blue rations. When they started doing this food in a box in the mail stuff, I was like, oh, that's the future. Everybody's just going to stay home. This was before lockdowns even happened, and before Amazon was delivering everything to everybody during the lockdowns. I said, oh, people are just going to stay home and get the food shipped to them like TV. It's basically TV dinners that come to you in the mail. And there's like DoorDash and Grubhub and whatever else you want to. There's like 460 meal plans or whatever the name of that company is. But the first one that I remember was Blue Apron. And then my shtick that I called it Blue Rations because it was rations, food in a box in the mail. One of the first official acts that Trump did that didn't really take was he tried to make a change to the welfare system where the welfare moms would get to pick from like a food in the box in the mail welfare ration situation. Now, I don't know if that was because of lockdown stuff was still like in the air or in our lives, but I remember seeing welfare moms, probably they were TikToks, compilation on YouTube, and they were complaining like, what's this? And they were showing like the new program he was trying to inculate. So whatever happened to that, I don't know. I'm not a welfare mom. But I remember that was one of the first things that he did was the food in the box in the mail. And, look at how we are now. Amazon warehouses, it's a crappy place to work. If you want to pee, you got to pee. You got to find a place to hide and pee in a bottle. And that's for women too. So it's not good. Yeah, they're taking everything away from us, but look at what we're doing. Like, to get back on point, I get monetizing everything. Maybe I should have done it. I should have monetized everything, single thing I did from the first. But once I started talking about like God stuff with my YouTubes, I thought, well, I don't know, should I charge for that? Because I'd heard this maxim. Those who charge for spiritual, how is it put? Those who charge a fee for spiritual insight injure themselves spiritually. And it wasn't a New Age thing. It's like a Christian thing, even though I butchered it. So if you're going to talk about God, it's one of the things you're supposed to do. You're supposed to like spread the word about God. So I was like, well, okay, maybe I won't charge for my videos. And everybody was selling t-shirts. Like I could have had a screen printing business, and I thought, this is going to dry up. At some point, people are going to get sick of t-shirts. I don't want to have all this on my hands and then the t-shirt fad goes away. It never went away. That was like more than 10 years ago. And I thought back then, I was like, all this t-shirt stuff, people, how many t-shirts can somebody have? Apparently never enough. People are still selling t-shirts. One of my personal pet peeves is podcasts I like I like people's content, but when I watch their videos and I like them, I don't like the people. Like most of the channels I like, I would never want to hang out with the people who made those videos. Like the idea that you would sell a Jesus t-shirt, it kind of pisses me off. Like I don't like it. And I'm like, I get it, but maybe that's my own vanity saying like, well, for me, I could never do that. But for you, if you want to go sell a Jesus t-shirt, go ahead. You should. But I won't. Even though I'm sure I've had my ideas for Jesus t-shirts. But I hate the ones I see. Maybe it's just being old and curmudgeon-y. I don't like anybody. But I do. I feel like everybody gets to skate with me because, well, I know why we're so miserable. But when I see the videos that people make, like, I don't know how many hours I've wasted of my life over the years watching Cringe compilations, because it's one of those things where every now and then I'll check in. and I'll clip grab a bunch of them, and I have them in a file. And then if it's a rainy day or it's cold and gray in the winter, I'm like, okay, I want to watch the Cringe. And then I catch up on what's wrong with people from like half a year ago or whatever. So I've seen some what appear to be more recent Cringe compilations, and I watched 3 of them. That's why I'm using the 45-minute thing. I was like, look at this, 3 15-minute Cringe compilations. I wasted 45 minutes of my life, and I had this shit downloaded into my brain, and it's all, they call it brain rot. Like, they openly call it brain rot. I have no idea what a Skibbity Toilet is, except for it looks like a Project Elsagate thing where it traumatizes kids so they're afraid to shit on the toilet. And I feel like the future wants people in diapers. Like, if you were gonna have me do like all the young people, all the, I guess, Zoomers, they always say dystopian. Like every third video they say the word dystopian. And I've seen too many things, and I don't even think I've found anything good. Like, the stuff that I watch on a regular is just the stuff that I'm aware of that I found. And they're not really very popular channels, I don't think. Like, you think like 9,000 subscribers is a lot of people? No, but there's channels I like that I go back to, and that's how many subscribers they have. And I will never give them a penny for watching their videos. And bless them, because that's what I like. So I don't, especially the way the world's set up, I don't begrudge anybody making money, but I feel as though since I make videos and I'm always in them, I should have never put my face, I should have never physically been in videos. I should have used a puppet, or just been one of those people that doesn't show their face. I worked in animation, I could easily do this, where you just have like a limited animation, Hanna-Barbera style, I would quantify it. There's a word for this, I don't know what it is, I'm so old and out of touch. Like, you know how It's a Gundam, he just has like a couple different graphics that look nothing like him, and then he talks over it and he complains about the same shit that everybody else complains. Oh, video games and Nintendo Switch. I like the guy's voice. The content is shit. He would be a great host for Toonami. It's a Gundam. Like, they should just let him do the Adult Swim Japanese cartoon thing, and it would open with his intro music, and that would be cool. And I wouldn't watch the cartoon. I wouldn't watch it. But, well, we have the YouTubes, and who cares what Adult Swim at Turner Networks with an owl in the building is doing, because they're bozos. Right now, as I make this video, I've had a video that's taking hours to export, because it's a video I made that I'm not even in. It's an expose. I'm doing an expose, and I feel guilty about it already, because I don't know if that's the kind of content I want to do. And it's easy to just sit down in front of the camera like I'm doing with curtains and make videos, but I like editing, and I'm not special, so I know that other people like editing. I could probably make more videos faster if I didn't sit down in front of a camera and I just used my phone and just did everything and edited it on my phone, because that's what people are doing, and that's what TikToks are. And probably because of there's so many of them, it's got to be like the easiest thing to do, and I have no idea how to do it. I have TikToks, it's dead, like I haven't been to it in months, and I'm just gonna leave it there to rot. I don't go to TikTok. I've never surfed TikTok. I've only ever watched compilations on YouTube of TikToks. Instagram, I have no idea what the hell it is. The Twitter, I saw many moons ago, I saw a South Park episode where they said that the premise of the episode was that when you sign the Twitter agreement, you've signed your soul over to the devil. So I don't have a Twitter account. I don't have an X account either. I mean, buying Twitter and turning it into X to train AI, which is what Elon did. X is the crossroads where you make it's the meeting place between corporeal and incorporeal, where you make your devil's deal. There's just too much shit. There's just, I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at. Like, they'll say there's gay teenage girls with an anime wig on, and they go Deku, and they're in love, and they say Baka, and then there's like black guys with no teeth, and he's pretending to be anime girls, and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? this is, everything's kind of gay. People are doing, I keep calling them sizzle reels. What is it called? Thirst traps. People are doing thirst traps, which I think is a thing that became popular when they were under lockdowns. So people looked at themselves in the phone and made monkey shines, and they call it a thirst trap, and it's vanity and narcissism. And everybody says narcissism, narcissism, narcissism. I think it's loneliness. Can I just like bridge the gap between, okay, narcissism, you say it's narcissism and you hate the people. I think it's some kind of weird loneliness. Definitely it is narcissism, because the idea that anyone would look at their phone and go, ooh, I look good like that, and then they want strange, like anyone could see it. There's no humility, there's like no shame. And the proof of that there's no shame is cringe compilations where people go out in public and do stupid shit. Like somebody that has like this immaculate, like furry anime hybrid makeup with the wigs, and they look like they should be on the set of a music video or something, and they're painted up like a zebra whore, and then they go on the subway. This is a literal one that I've just seen. They pour spaghetti on the subway, and then they eat it up and they rub it into the floor so you can see they're actually eating spaghetti Subway. And then underneath that makeup is a pretty girl, or I hope. What the hell is wrong with you? Not you watching, but you know what I mean? Like, everything I see, I'm like, why the hell would you do this? America's funniest home videos. Before there was the internet, there was a TV show, because there was a 1980s VHS revolution, so people had the deep VHS cameras, and you put the tape in, and then you could record family moments. It was an upgrade from a soundless 8mm film camera where you didn't even know if what you shot was going to show up on film. So, tape. So, in 1980s, it became easy to make home videos and wedding videos. So, if you caught something then that was funny or notable or whatever, then you would take that, and if you even could get that far, I'll send it in the mail, in snail mail. You would send it to America's Funniest Home Videos, and you hope that you would win, I don't know, $5,000 or something like that. But now people just, it's just part of people's lives. Like, what the hell happened to us? Like, globally, like people, like you can do, like for $5 you can do like Cameo or in India or whatever, where for like peanuts on the crumbling dollar, and this has been going on for years, you can just get people to say awful shit and then put it into your content that you charge money for, and you use people as slaves to humiliate them. To have a guy in India have his class say something outrageous against, some kind of like World War II scary German guy, have him say some kind of anti-Semitic shit, which I don't care either way. But like, you're using people, like he has a whole class full of kids and they all say this awful thing, and the guy made like $5 American, however that translates into India or whatever. We saw that shit years ago. Now people just do it for free and they make TikToks. Do you see what I mean? Like, I'm kind of overwhelmed just trying to even talk about this. I feel like I should start all over again and do this again. What the hell? Like, I mean, the easiest thing that I can think is, just don't watch it anymore. And don't make them. Okay, I don't do that. I don't make TikToks. I don't even know what, I'm trying to think of other, Reddit, I don't even know what that is, except that if you're on it, you're probably lame. A Discord server, it's called Discord. Why would I want anything to do with that? And it's all for young people, and I'm old. So just, turn off the computer, old man. The thing that bothers me is I hate knowing that everybody else is doing this shit. I don't want to join them. It's making the world be ruined. You know, when you see videos of people getting hurt, and there's so many of them, I could never see them all. I wouldn't even try. Getting hurt making a stupid video, or where somebody just wastes like $12 in milk and dumps milk on themselves in cosplay, and I can't tell if it's fetish or humiliation fetish, or I don't even know what the hell it is. Like some guy's like making a video where he cuts Linkin Park type music and he's Sonic the Hedgehog by a chain link fence with a chain wallet, and it's like, I have no idea what any of this shit is. I don't know what anything is, and it doesn't make any sense, and I don't know where they're getting, where is this shit being mined from? Like some weird Japanese song or whatever the hell country it's from. Like, where did somebody find this shit and then decide, you know what, I'm gonna put fake freckles on my face and wear a monocle and put a bucket on my head and then do this TikTok shit? What the hell? Where does any of this shit come from? Like, forget about AI slop. It's a real bitch. When I look for thumbnails for videos, I want something from movies, or I want like actual clip art that doesn't have alamy or whatever on top of it. And now most of the results are AI generated for no matter what I look for. And I feel as though when I'm looking on an image search, whatever I type in, my suspicion is that AI, GPT, or whatever the hell it is, I don't even know what the hell that means. And it uses lots of water. Who cares? The earth is mostly made out of water. It's like, it got flooded. It's mostly water. Go ahead. Why? Hold on. I feel like when I type in the search for what it is that I want to use as a thumbnail, AI is making AI versions of whatever my search is. Does that make sense? I feel like if like just me typing up a search for thumbnails on image search is prompting AI to make AI versions of shit that I don't want to use for thumbnails. I want photographs. I try to use like movie stills that you never heard of. I'm like, oh, I'll use something from Ghoulies or some kind of weird scene or screen grab. And it's all AI shit. And the best AI images that I find, for whatever reason, is like this mall nostalgia stuff. Like, those are the best AI generated thumbnails of people walking around like Neon Palm, Vaporwave, Windows 97 mall type shit. Like malls that never existed, that are impossible. And I'm like, and they're GIFs. Some of them are animated GIFs, and they look really cool. And I'm like, this is the best stuff, like, that doesn't look satanic. Like, the best dreamy thumbnail stuff is like images of the mall. And demons. I mean, there's a lot of images of demons that are very convincing. Do you remember some of the bullshit, like fake, I don't want to call it fake news or whatever, but like unimportant news where there was like a wave of people that made videos. Look at all these grandma's birthdays that this one AI can't stop generating. It's spun out thousands of versions of a fake non-existent grandma's birthday party, and they get weird. And I've seen them. It really is weird. This is all just to get us to not pay attention to reality. People are fucking nuts. Like, this shit has made people crazy. I don't know, like, I don't even know how to put it into words, how I just feel so out of touch. I'm like, I can't keep up with this shit. I have no idea what it means. But I'm starting to think that nobody's on top of this. It's just everybody's picked their narrow lane, and then, you know, we just go online and complain about shit, or pretend to be anime girls and baby voices, and it's weird, and I hate it. You know, like, or just being a slut. Or women's confessions is another one I've talked about a lot. Like, just saying like the nastiest stuff they did, whether they're proud of it or they're ashamed of it, or they're just like, well, it's just slice of life. That, you know, she talks about she got a train run on her and now nobody wants to talk to her, and It's all the whole thing's an advertisement for the next guy. Maybe somebody will like me anyway because I'm still kind of hot. And guys just giving those looks. I can't even imitate it. Like, I refuse to do it. But like where they look and they're like, yeah, and they're winking and everything, and I'm like, who the hell do women like that? Like that, like the kind of woman that I would date would not give a guy that did one video like that on purpose the time of day. You know what I mean? Like, I know women that would hate that kind of shit theoretically. Maybe they watch it in secret. But like, what the hell? Like, and the tattoos, all the stupid tattoos. People having tattoos creeping up their faces. You think it's a pretty woman, and then she turns and you're like, oh no, she's a mess. Or she pulls her hair to the side and you can see that there's a tattoo starting here. Why? People that have blue eyeballs, not blue eyes, but they had ink injected into their eyeballs. People that have permanently mutilated their faces because they have like a spool of thread that they stick through both sides of their nose, and they cut their earlobes so that the earlobe hangs down, and then they put the fetishes, and hey, you can be whatever you want. Who the hell's idea was it to be any of this shit? What the hell? Like, I mean, like, there's so many things I could grab to mock and make fun of. I don't even want to do this shit anymore. Like, there's so much shit out there. I don't know. I'm starting, maybe it's just regrets. I'm like, I should have monetized everything I've ever done and just to see how much money I could have ever made. You know, I mean, I don't know if my channel's shadow banned, or I have no idea. I just assume that it was because the numbers of views are inconsistent. Like, if I go into manage videos, it's one number. If you do a search on YouTube and you just type the name of my channel, it gives other numbers for like the first 8 videos it shows that you could click on. If you go to my home page, it says a different number of views for each video. Then if you go and click on videos, then it'll say a different number. So there's like 4 different ways to get 4 different numbers for each video that I have, and they're inconsistent. And I'll come back to my channel, I'm like, oh, that video has 86 views, and I'll remember it because for my shitty channel, that's a lot of views. But then next time I come back, it says 82 views. How the hell do you unwatch a video? Well, it happens to my channel all the time, and sometimes in bigger chunks than just, you know, like a cup, like from 86 to 82 or whatever I said, for a difference of 4 views. Sometimes it's just like a whole chunk. I'm like, hey, it's up at 48 views, and then it goes down to 32 views or whatever. It's bullshit. And I thought, oh, it's just because I talk about the wrong things. I'm like a righteous guy and whatever, and I'm talking about all this stuff that you're not supposed to talk about. And I'm like, yeah, a lot of people talk about the same shit that I do, and they monetize their channel, and they make a lot of money, and they get more views, and they get to say stuff that I would never say, and they say things like faggot all the time, and it doesn't even matter. It doesn't hurt them. But I always have a strike perpetually on my channel. Right now, I have no strikes on my channel because all the time, like my last strike was like half a year, like 6 months ago probably. And it still says that I'm under, like, I'm on like high alert or whatever. And I'm like, that's erased from my channel. Why didn't they change it? I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. It's just, man, fuck the internet. I hate the computer. But I watch stuff too, and it's all shit. And I mean, it's good to know about things in the state of the world so that you can pray to God against it, which I guess is, you know what I mean? Like, people knowing about stuff does affect change. Like, if 90% of the cheese in America is made from a culturing black mold, I want to know about that. Because I want to know, you know, what that 10% of cheese that isn't made from mold, or I'll get it locally from someone who cultures it from, I don't know, kefir grains or whatever. I used to have goats. I know how to make goat cheese. It's the easiest kind of cheese to make. but it's also like the shittiest tasting kind of cheese. So I know about all that stuff, and I want to know that, like, if you buy your grain from Tractor Supply, that the chickens won't lay eggs if it's from Purina, because that's true. And there's videos on this. So I like us talking to each other about videos that are useful for life, but I don't watch those videos. I watch crap, and I clip grab it, and then I put it in files and I watch it later at my leisure. But really, I don't watch anything. And again, I say this all the time, I'm not special. So the way that I consume content is the way that other people consume content. I'm listening to it. I hear it. And then if I'm like, who said that? And then I'll look and I'm like, oh wow, look at that pretty woman. She said this disgusting thing. And it, like, you know that she's hated, but then you probably would still have sex with her. And people are garbage. And then also, like, even when people say like a truthful thing, it's like, yeah, well, why'd you make a video about that? You're so narcissistic. Like, there's no way to win. Like, if you're making videos, you suck, pretty much. You know, except for people who actually are risking themselves to make videos about shit you're not supposed to say. And they still manage to make money, great. And I know that people go through all kinds of persecutions. I remember all the people that got canceled, whether they knew it or not, in 2016, like the first adpocalypse. And I saw people crying about, you know, like actually crying because they made money on YouTube. And then they said, you can't, like, there was a girl I remember, and she made like Monster High dolls or something, and I never knew who the hell she was until she said, YouTube says I can't make Monster High dolls because it's for kids, so I can't monetize my channel. And she was sad about it. And I think that was the first video. That's why I remember. It was like the first thing I saw. And I started seeing other people's videos about it didn't matter what they did. They weren't allowed to do it anymore. Just because whatever bullshit reason YouTube came up to protect kids or whatever. And everybody hates that guy. That is the reason for the first adpocalypse, who's like probably a Fed or whatever. And so they got everybody to make videos and humiliate themselves, and all I have to do is just not watch and not make videos, and the world gets like so much better for me if I just fucking stop. And I'm working on it. So I'm trying to figure out how it is that I can still make videos. I'm an idiot. So I can figure out how to still make videos, but I don't think I want to be in them anymore. And once I have a bunch of videos stacked that I'm not in, then maybe I will completely abandon all this stuff, and I will just be an avatar or a voice, a phantom voice where I make fun of people humiliating themselves. I'm not really going to do that though. Like, I've tried doing that where I'm the, what do you call it, like reaction or commentary to, like, look at these people, here's my funny takes on people making idiots out of themselves. Well, I just shouldn't be watching, so I'm gonna have to stop. But every now and then I feel obligated to check in to see what's wrong with the world, like how we've deteriorated. But that's not the whole world. That's just whatever segment of the population. Like, when I go out into the world, I don't see people making any videos. I see people on the phones, sure, but I don't see anybody who's obstructing reality, you know, to being an eyesore by making videos of in the supermarket or you know, I don't see anything like that. Granted, I live like a hermit and I don't get out much, so my window to the world is watching people humiliate themselves in compilations, which makes it seem like I feel like I'm getting programmed to think bad about the world. And obviously that's happening to other people, because we know that all men aren't toxic and all women aren't whores. But boy, you know, there sure are a lot of compilations proving that there's a lot of people who are horrible. And some of them are really ugly and some of them are really attractive. And it just makes you think that everybody's crazy. And I think that's the whole point of the internet. It's supposed to ruin us. But, you know what I mean? Like, there's also the opportunity with the internet to take the thing that's destroying us and like turn it like here's a weapon pointed at us, but we can turn it back around and use it on, against the evil that's being done to us. Does that make sense? I don't know what the hell this video is. I feel like I should start over and try and do this whole video, like do it over again. But I don't know how I could ever be concise about a thing like this. But I'll try. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm not on the computer all the time. But some people are, and it's, I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could do something to, I wish I don't know, could make people's lives better or whatever. I make free videos as a hobby, and it's a weird, selfish thing. Like, I would think that anybody needed to hear the craziest shit I say. I'm embarrassed by my own videos. Like when I talk about how I did exorcism, and I have other videos I haven't made about that kind of stuff. But it's real. Like, I don't want to live in a world where I did exorcisms and they're real. Like I've talked to other the guy calls himself exorcist. I don't like the guy. I don't like him. Like, I don't even like him on a human level. And I'm like, wow, God really probably loves this guy, and this is a guy who God can work through to help people. And I hate the guy. Like, it's supposed to be somebody who's with God, but I can't think of anybody who makes the Christian content that I watch regularly. I don't like any of them. I think it's just something wrong with me, that I just don't like anybody. And I don't even like my own videos. Like, I really don't. I'm so sick of seeing my face. I've been doing this shit since 2015 with no expectation that it's like maybe it'll lead to something. That's not it's a compulsion or a vanity. I don't know. I'll upload a video, and then I'll think, you shouldn't be doing this. Like, you shouldn't be doing this shit. And then I'll watch somebody else's video that's trying to be funny on purpose and they suck. Or I'm like, that's not funny, that's just racist. Like, that's just mean. Like, I can laugh at a racially insensitive joke, whether it's about me as a Caucasoid or some other kind of person that's not like me. I can laugh about it. But sometimes the stuff's just mean and it's not funny. And then that's the stuff that gets promoted, and I'm like, nobody's in charge of any of this shit. They're just deciding it just doesn't make any sense. This whole thing is just a fucking mess. Like, fuck YouTube. Every other platform is shit. Elon Musk is a faggot. Twitter is, he bought it to train AI or whatever. I don't know what the hell. Because if you have AI do stuff, you don't have to pay anybody. Whatever. The world is fucked. They have, like, I don't even want to live here. Like, this place sucks, but it's great. Like, the world is fucking great if you just turn the computer off. But when you check on the computer and you find out what they're actually doing, it's crazy, and it's like, I don't even want to know about this shit. Like, I don't even want to fucking know. And I'm not supposed to say fuck to you because some Christian asshole guy said you can't say fuck because God. Whatever. Fuck you. And I don't want some guy telling me what to do. It's my relationship with God. I'll sort it out with him. He can reprove me. I don't want to hear from Joe, okay? Keep making superhero videos that you steal from other people's content to put them together, basically. And I'm old, and I don't like anything, and I hate everybody. And everybody seems super lonely, and the loneliness is probably self-imposed because everybody has become weird and selfish and narcissistic because of having a phone in your hands. I don't know if I used my phone for anything other than phone calls. I don't know what it would have done to me or what kind of asshole I would be. But, I'm this kind of an asshole, so this is my video. And the internet sucks and the world's fucked up and we're all gonna die.
to come clean with everybody. I'm gay.
Hi there. My name's Charmander. And may I ask, what's in that sandwich? How do we say this? How do I say this? Well, that's actually not vegan. You see, I've recently turned vegan. Because, well, ever since I ate my dog, I realized that animals deserve to live. And that's why with me today, I have a bag of lettuce for my lunch. Whoops.